Welcome back to Jack of Some Trades. In this video, I make a coffee table out of 4x4s and plywood. Here's a rendering I made for this project. As you can see, it consists of a top and bottom surface framed in with 4x4s, and it has 4 legs also made out of 4x4s. The top surface will consist of a 1/4 inch thick glass top and a 3/4 inch plywood surface below it to create a gap for decorations. The bottom surface will simply be a 3/4 inch plywood surface recessed into a rabbeted groove in the 4x4s. The final dimensions are 3 feet long by 18 inches wide by 18 inches tall. First, I start out with cutting the legs to 11 inches. Next, I cut the dado groove in the 4x4s for the plywood to sit into for the top portion. I use a dado stack on the table saw to achieve this. I then cut a rabbet on the outside edge to allow the glass to sit inside. I miter the ends of the 4x4s that will frame in the plywood and the glass. I cut a 2 foot by 4 foot plywood sheet into 2 11.5 inch by 30 inch sheets. Next, I biscuit the mitered ends before gluing. For the glue up, we used a ratchet strap to provide constant clamping pressure on all surfaces. For the top of the coffee table, we insert the plywood into the groove that we cut earlier and frame it in. Next, I cut 2 biscuit slots in either end of each leg, as well as matching slots in the upper and lower surfaces of the table. Next, we glue the whole thing together. First, we glue the legs on the bottom surface of the table where we cut the biscuit slots. It's basically like putting a puzzle together at this point. Then, we glue the top of the legs to prepare for the top of the table to be placed on. You can see my dad wiping away the excess glue dripping on the sides. It's best to clean up the glue when it's still wet to avoid having to sand it too much later. There's enough sanding to be done as it is. Finally, I stain the table and finish it with multiple coats of polyurethane. Unfortunately, I didn't record the staining portion, but it's pretty straightforward. I used a classic gray stain to achieve this blue-gray look. Finally, I ordered some custom glass to put inside the top, and it fit perfectly. Now there's beach glass and shells under the glass for decoration, and I also hot glued some driftwood that I found on the beach into the sides to finish off this beachy look. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this project, check out some of my other DIY builds and subscribe to see future builds.